providing the key, sir. Give me just a moment.
All right.
All right, what are you looking to get done, sir?
I want these tapered.
Okay.
It's about to the ankle. So I'm looking for these to feel more like,
You want a nice European cut?
Yeah, yeah. And then coming about like right here.
Okay. All right, and your jacket actually looks pretty good to be honest. Can you step up there for me? Is that what you're looking for or a little higher?
No, that's probably cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. About like right there. That's cool.
Okay, keep a little bit closer to me for me.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Now these do have a pleat in the top, so you're when I taper them,
Do that come up, or that's how the pants made?
that's how the pant is made. That's in the waist. See. So like you aren't looking. Were you looking for it to be more fitted up here as well?
Yeah, all the way down. If you think it makes sense.
No, it can. I just have to. You like the way it's looking? There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, I mean, anything better than
The widens.
that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, keep it complete, like you said.
You want the your inseam taken out also?
Yeah, I want to know what kind of like fitted.
Looking for like that?
A little more love, I guess. Yeah.
There.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I will recommend that you come back the 23rd. So is that a Saturday or a Friday?
23rd, probably a Friday.
Okay. If you come back by the 16th to at least try it back on to make sure everything fits the way you like.
Okay.
That can work.
What's the 16th?
I think that's a Friday.
All
It's the
right.
Friday before.
Okay, cool. I can do that. And I think the shoes.
Yeah, that would be good.
Because I want the tighter look, I just don't want it too tight.
No problem, because I can always reduce. So on this side, we have that right here. How's that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Looks good. Oh, okay. If you're all good with that, have my markings. You feel it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you said the jacket good?
Yeah, I think it looks good. It
Okay.
fits you nicely.
All right. So we won't do
Yeah, I wouldn't touch the jacket.
that. Okay. I can give you this though so you can just.
You want it all pressed together?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. And I'll meet you back when you're done.
All right.
Okay. Hello, how are you? Phone number?
334. Yeah, 3450.
85 what?
30.
Okay, so here's me just a second. $68.40 is your total. Those are $20. A local garden mate got himself. That's right, this good. Frozen water. Out of 80. $11.60 is your change, sir. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Like Bizzle.
Here's some music by Bizzle on Amazon Music. What's your phone number, please, sir?
947-224-9107.
Oh, so you said 947-224-9107. What is your last name?
Ayers, Ayers.
And your first name?
Sean, SEAN.
For next Friday the 16th, you can come back to try on. Does that work for you?
Yeah. They gotta work.
Okay. I know, actually, I'll put it for the.
Cause let me see.
You could also try the 13th or the.
Any day. I'm here I'll leave to the 21st.
Oh.
So as long as I'll be good by 21st. Whatever day work for you, I'm here.
Okay, in that case, let's do the 13th so that by June 1st, if there's any changes,
Okay.
then you could pick it up.
So this same next Tuesday then.
Yeah.
Alright. What's the total for something?
4275.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm good.
Thank you. Yep, you are all set,
All right.
Mr. Ayers. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you. Oh, you want to keep your bag? Sorry.
You want to take it out?
You can take your
Okay.
bag and the hangers, but they're not going to the home. They're going to put that on there.
I'm gonna have my insurance, I'm gonna be able to report it. If I was working, we'll be able to report it. Still, now you see what I was talking about? As far as, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, yeah, so I think I'll be able to smile better in about another week. You know, we have a 17. Hopefully, yeah, I hope it colors, man. Yeah, same old, man. you know. Oh man, costly, man. They got a 10% sales tax, man. I am bringing in, 313-743-1553. Yeah, thanks, yes. Yeah, yeah. 10% sales tax, but besides that, it was good. Just a little bit. Yeah, you were thinking to me, yeah, it's cheaper until the sales tax comes by. Yeah,
Thursday?
that's fine.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, you can.
Alexa, play Swoop. Alexa, play music by Swoop.
Here's some music by Swoop.
All right. Thank you for waiting, guys. Yep. So you just saw a semi alteration for what somebody is in need of when it comes to doing alterations. Every customer is always going to be a little bit different. There is no two alterations that are necessarily identical, if you will. I'm not touching his suit jacket. In a small way, he could have had the back taken in like not even 2 inches. But me, I'm not going to Necco. I'm not going in a suit jacket for a mere 2 inches in the center back. It's not that serious. In this case, he's not the groom. And no, I'm just not. You pick and choose which ones you're going to do. And his jacket fit him well enough where it's not necessarily noticeable. Once it's pressed, he's gonna be good to go. And if he's traveling with that suit jacket, I hope he packs it the way it needs to be packed because yeah, nope, not doing it. He will have a freshly pressed jacket. We're gonna taper the pants. I think maybe I'll continue. I was gonna stop this video and do something else, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue since we're already started. We'll just finish out working on his tapered pants. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. That way you get to see it all full in action versus it being later on when you see it being done. You get to see it all happening in one time span. You get to see the whole thing. Oh, Jesus have mercy, Lord. The things you see in a day, I tell you, you will see some interesting things in a day. All right, so we're about to taper this pan. We saw it on the customer. You got to see how I did a little bit of a tailoring alteration for that. Are you getting ready to come in? Please tell me no. Thank you. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get it in. So we have our customer that is getting their pants tapered. We're not going to worry about their suit jacket or their whatever this is. I don't know what to call it. I don't know. Hopefully you can see everything that we're getting ready to do. I think that's a perfect angle. There we go. All right, y'all. We got these pants. All right. Now the pant he has was a little bit too big on him. Hopefully in the shot you were able to see what was going on. The hem isn't too bad. Always make sure you, when a person tries on the pants themselves, make sure that you measure both legs. Only because I have experience where a customer has two different lengths in their legs. It's really out there. People don't actually have, and it was very significant as to the length of where his pants were at. Like seriously, one of his legs was a largely different amount length. Anyhow, what we're going to do for this young man's pants is simple and an easy tailoring. Taper the pants into the length that they are looking for. Not hard, real easy, real simple. Alexa, turn it up to 5. She didn't do what I said. Alexa hard headed. Promise you. That little machine is the most hard. That machine more hard headed than a little kid. Hate to say it. Alexa be hard headed. All right, first things first. First things first. We're gonna make our marking for the hemline first. You know, something I've never done before on camera, at least, is pray before I start an alteration. So, I mean, of course, when I get up in the morning, I pray or whatever, but you know, and then different other like jobs, professions that I've like taken on with like massage therapy and things of that nature, or cooking. You know, when I used to work in restaurants, I would pray, you know, so that I would do good, you know, quality work, that the people would enjoy the food, or that, you know, I wouldn't harm them while doing their massage. But give me 2.5 seconds because, of course, there is a customer coming in. But we getting ready to pray over this before we actually start. Capiche? Capiche. Show. Excuse me, I do apologize. Okay, y'all. So we're getting ready to do these pants again. Now we were left off at praying over what we're doing. So basically, I would say the reason you would incorporate prayer in like just your daily life is just because you never know when you be like trying to do something and you just need God to come through and just bless whatever it is that you're doing. So, Father God, we just pray that you bless these alterations that we're getting ready to do to this man's pants. They will be perfect and accurate and exactly what he needs for the look and style he's trying to go for today, Father God. We give you all the honor, glory, and the praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Hallelujah. All righty. So, mind you, when we did these, we we made sure we measured the customer with the pants on, and we looked at the fact that one of his pants leg is here for the marking where the hem is to go, and the other pant leg is here. There is about a half an inch difference, I would say. 3 and yep, there's a half an inch difference in the length of his pants leg, and we are going to do it just like that because that's what it should be. Period. Point blank. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know where my other chalk went. I don't like using this tiny chalk, but we're gonna use tiny chalk today because my other chalk is there it is. It's okay. We ain't worry about it. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do, I guess I should bring you in closer, right? Let me bring you in closer, baby. So you can actually see what I'm doing. Alrighty, so we got this pant leg here. I have my straight edged ruler, and my marking there is at 3 inches. It's right here. This is 3 inches up. So we're going to go 3 inches from the edge of the pant. We're going to go up 3 inches from the edge of the pant. And we're going to make our mark just there. And then we're going to go to the other edge of the pant and make our mark. And we're going to go across. And I recommend that you use the edge of the pant leg for the edge of the ruler and make your marking just like that. You can fold the pant leg up. There you go. Can you see that marking there? Yep, you can see it. It's right there. We're going to repeat that same step over here. Only difference is make sure you eliminate any residue of chalk. You don't want to be messing up no pants. Let me tell you, I have done it and it's not fun. So again, we're going to take off 3 inches. This is 1, 2, 3 from the edge of the ruler. Oh, no. See, that's what I'm talking about. I already done jacked it up. Jesus have mercy. Lord, help me, Jesus. Get it right. So this marking is right here when they try the pants on. And that puts us at 2.5 for where we need to be. So on the edge, we're going to do 2.5. Use the edge of the ruler with the edge of the pant and make your mark. Do the same thing over here, 2.5 inches. The edge of the ruler, edge of the pant, make your mark. Do the same thing again. Edge of the ruler with the edge of the pant. All my lines, my markings, boop, boop, boop. Make your line a small, simple line. Fold it up, fold it up, fold it up, up, up. Fold it up, fold it up. Ooh, we have an interesting thing that has happened. So for this particular pant, this back edge was a little bit lower than the other one. And that is not going to work. What should we do, ladies and gentlemen? What we should do is, that means that this pant leg is meant to be a little longer in the back. what we're going to do in this instance, because they're going for a European cut pant, what I'm doing, I'm sorry, I'm not on camera. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the pant and doing side seam to side seam, matching up the side seams perfectly. I'm just checking to see how this is looking, and we are going to make the fixing just now. This is where we're going to go with this. The other leg is slightly longer, so we're not gonna do a whole half an inch down. We're gonna actually do a quarter of the way. Yeah, that's where we was at. Yeah, we're gonna bring it down just a quarter of the way instead, and it'll be great. It'll be great. Yeah, because we don't want no issues. Okay, we'll fix all of that stuff later. So now this comes the fun part, the tapering part. We have to taper this pant. We have to taper both pant legs, both seams, the inseam and the outseam. Now, based on our markings, we're taking off the inch from where this hem starts, going up into the remainder of the pant leg. I need to pull you back some, baby. We're not going to touch this upper area here because it's where the pocket is and everything fit fine up here. It's just this leg area here. We want to take it up half an inch by the pocket, then go into an inch. But this customer has very large calves, so we're going to be mindful of that. I'm going to make a marking from the inside of this pant leg based on where my outer marking is, just so that I know that this is where I need to come in and get ready to go back out. And then we're going to repeat that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side of the pants. Because the customer has very large calves and they want a European cut, we're going to tailor the pants right where we have a marking at. Alrighty. Yeah. And we're going to, I'll show you that in just a second. And we are doing the same, an inch at the hem, coming up and tapering just so, and coming back out. And it's still going to be actually a quarter of an inch at the pocket. So we'll do a quarter of an inch from the pocket and taper it down. Yep. Alrighty. The inseam. What does the inseam tell us? So, something you could not see was when it came to doing the inseam of the customer. You never want to go too far up in where you're tapering the inseam when you're grabbing the material. You don't want to go too far up. So you may not be able to see it exactly. But here I made an arrow. Yeah, you can and can't. You can, but you can't see it. It's an arrow right there. There's an arrow marking right here in my tailor's chart. The reason I did that was as a courtesy for comfort. Always think about comfort for a person because you don't know their level of comfort. You don't know them. They don't know you. Even if you've seen them a million times, you don't want to impose on them comfortabilityness, if that's a word, because a person's growing crotches in this area, even though they're fully clothed, I'm fully clothed. You want to make sure that you don't go too high up. So his knee was about right here, and that is where I observed the amount of fabric that was needed to be taken in for it, and I put an arrow, like I marked it here. If there's markings right here in chalk, and then right when I said I'm not going to go any further up in marking this area, I put a line, a distinctive line, and I made my arrow marking to know that from this point of the line up, you need to continue to take that in for the tapered cut that they are requiring. Always be courteous and mindful of what you're doing. Even though you just see clothes and you're like, okay, I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. You never know what a person has experienced in their lifetime. And for professionalism, you don't want to impose on that client feeling uncomfortable. You want to make sure you are conscious of these things. Always be conscientious of the comfort level of a customer, even though you don't mean anything by it. You're just trying to get the job that they're asking for done with the clothing. You're not looking at them in any unhealthy manner, or you're not looking at them in any type of perverted manner. You are just trying to do the job. So with that being said, make sure you note that, make sure you're paying attention, and you're good to go. So that's what I did on both of the pants legs. I made a arrow marking. You can see it. Yep, you can see it kind of there. It's kind of faint, but there's an arrow marking just there. That's the arrow marking that I made to know that I'm going to continue going straight up once I start sewing or making my marks. And for the inseam, we are doing 3/4 of an inch, half an inch at the hem, and taking it up into 3/4 throughout the rest of the way. So let's make those marking notes on the inside of the pant. Okie dokie. So we have our pants turned inside out now. So that inside seam, we said that we were going to be doing a quarter. We said we were going to be doing half of an inch for the hem, which is here. I'm sorry, I didn't show you that. And then above here, we're doing, what are we doing? 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch is right there. All right, and then we're going to take that straight through. Alrighty, so remember we're going to take that through up into the growing, into the crotch, the center seam of the pant. You're taking that 3/4 of an inch all the way through, all the way up and through. Yeah. These pants have that guard thing, which is nice. So we'll be mindful of that and make note of it. Okay, so I've made that marking for that there. And we're going to do the same thing to the other pant leg. The same Alexa, volume 4. Okay, Alexa, volume 3. That's better. Okay, so let's remember that we're going to do 1/2 inch from the hemline. So what I like to do is place it from the seam line itself, and then I mark it just above, right there. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to see this. You're not. This is an unplanned alteration taking place, but we're still going to get the job done accurately. Just make sure you smooth everything out so that you can make sure your placement of everything is right. And then we're going to do 3/4 of an inch above right there. I guess I could show you what I'm talking about. Can you see that? So this is my seam line here. This is maybe or maybe not correctly. I don't know. Yeah. So this is my seam right here. This is where the 3/4 of an inch should be. That's 3/4 of an inch. It's on the seam line. This is my marking just there. And then I'm going to travel that all the way through to the end of the pant leg where I've already done my marking. And that's what we are doing. And I'm going to follow through with that from here up. So, and you take, oops, almost didn't get that. Okay, there we go. And then alrighty. And don't forget your out seam also. Your out seam has to be measured as well. And how we're doing the out seam, I didn't mark that. I'm going to have to mark this on the other side for when I get ready to sew it. Bear with me just a moment. Okay. So we have our marking for our other pant leg. Let me just So this pant leg, we have marked it just here. And what we're going to do is place this is a pocket just above. There's a pocket right here. And you don't want to sew into that pocket area. You want to leave that alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Do not make it more complicated for yourself than you actually have to. You know what I mean? Have y'all seen Tabitha Brown's Complicated? It is such a cute show. I love it. Okay, anyways. So we're going to go into that line that we already had. Simple. You can't see this, can you? It's not working. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me bring you in closer. Closer, closer, closer. Okie dokie. So you're here. Yeah. This is where I marked it at from the other side. And you just take your straight edge ruler and you're going to go into the line you have already. You're going to repeat that as you go down the pant leg. Whatever that was, and you complete it all the way down. The marking is for 1/2 inch. So if I'm at my seam line and I use the edge of the ruler to mark how far I need to go, it's just that simple. It's real simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's real simple. You have your markings, and then you boom, 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 boom. Yapper dapper, and take it on down. Okay. All right, there's that. There's that. Okay, so on the other pant leg, we are also going to be doing a tapering of that side as well. Always be mindful of the pocket area because we're not going to do more work, make anything more complicated than we need to for ourselves. So here's what we're going to do. Our marking is just right here. That's where our marking is, but you see those lines. We're going to make it more defined. And we're going to measure it. And that is 3/4, a little less than 3/4. So what you're going to do is mark that 3/4 everywhere down the seam, away from 3/4 away from the seam is where you want to mark that 3/4. Peanut butter and jelly. What? Don't ask me why I said that. Don't ask me why I said that. I just did. It's not 3/4, y'all. I'm sorry. It's less than 3/4. It's like a little above half. Alrighty, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. That's that. So let's begin doing the alterations, tapering the pants in, yada, 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 right? Right. Welcome to the show. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to do this next fun part. One, we have to change our thread. So here's my thread I have on gray, and it looks like it's white, but it's gray. We're going to change it to our darkest beige because I don't have this light brown, period. I have a dark brown, which will not go thread-wise. I could, if I wanted to, instead of doing the dark beige. The dark beige looks better though. Dark beige it is. Dark beige it is. And we are going to thread the machine. I'm threading my usual way that you would just thread. No, I am not showing you. Sorry. I'm just not showing you. I'm not showing you. Alrighty. Okay. So we are making this sucker happen, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Okay, I need to change my bottom. All right, y'all. We almost done. We are almost done. Dun, 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 dun. Changing my bobbin. So, whoops. Alrighty. I'm tired, guys. I haven't even begun and I'm already tired. I have so much work to do. I have so much work to do. Oh my gosh. I have so much work to do. This isn't even the half. But we're going to make it happen. Even if it means you got to get up earlier than what you want to get up so that you can be great at what you want to be great at. Okay. Well, here we go. So, let's begin sewing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin. I use Gutermann, I believe. Gutermann thread. That's what I use. I didn't always use Gutermann thread. I use Gutermann thread because that's what's supplied at work. And ever since that, I have been a Gutermann fan. I'm following my line. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special, you guys. I'm just following my line. So I already, we went over making these, just make sure your, stuff is straight, whatever. But you see that line right there? That's the line that we just made. We just made this line so that we could have our accurate marking for what we needed for tapering the pan. And I'm literally just following that all the way through. Follow that all the way through. And backstitch just a little bit. Cut off your excess threads, of course. And then we are going to taper the inside of the leg as well, based upon the markings that we made prior. Make sure you smooth it out. Smooth it out. Now, in this case, I did not put my markings on the opposite side. I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. No, I can. No, I can't. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, I can't. I needed to have done it a different way, but it's okay. We're not going to. Well, I can. Never mind. Never mind, y'all. Just be mindful of where your seam is at. Is all I'm going to say. No, I'm gonna do it this way because I don't feel like it being slightly off with that, random stuff. All I'm doing is I'm making sure that my side, the inner seam, is smoothed out. Make sure it's all smoothed out. And then follow the line that we just made. Follow the line we just made. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And begin. You're going to start in the seam and that's already there, and then you're going to gradually go into the seam that you and I just created. Alexa, volume 4. Keep it smooth. I know you can't see because I have like all the fabric in front, but you want to keep it smooth. You will want to keep it smooth. You will want to keep it smooth, keep it smooth, keep it smooth, keep it smooth, keep it smooth. Keep it smooth, baby. Keep it smooth, keep it smooth, keep it smooth. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I apologize. Welcome to the Random Singing Show. While we sew. Okay, I could go for an Oreo cookie. Oh my goodness. Clip all your excess threads. Be careful not to clip anything that you don't know where it came from, of course. And then we are going to do the same thing we just did to the other leg. We are going to do our taper. Remember our tapered line, this line right there. We're going to follow that. We are starting within the seam that was originally there so that it can be a gradual thing instead of an abrupt new seam. And just make sure everything is smoothed out underneath and follow that line all the way through. Follow it all the way through. Make sure everything is smooth underneath. Follow it, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Just like the yellow brick road in Oz, follow your taper lines. Yep. Okay, so you might say, well, how come I'm not taking it past this hem marking? Because we turned it up under so much. We took off like 3 or more inches from the original hem line. I have to take this hem line loose and reattach it. And I don't have a hammer machine, so that's the thing. We have to figure out how we're going to do that as well. You can do a blind stitch by hand. I'm just debating as to whether or not I'm getting ready to do it or not, because I don't know. Because I didn't charge for a blind by hand, to be honest. I didn't. To be honest, I did. Now, I did charge to him, but I didn't charge, whatever. Okay, so that's that. Now we got to do the hem. And with the tapering that we did, traditionally you would, like take your serger and, do this and do that. But I don't know if we're going to do that. Let me finish this leg, though, with the tapering that we needed to do. Always do your tapering before you hem your pant. That's the first thing, which I did not express. You want to do your tapering of the pant leg before you hem it. Because once you hem, then you have to like take that all the loose and all of that. You just gotta think about your steps before you do your steps. What steps are you trying to do before you do them? I want a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. Oh yeah. I want a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Give me a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay, y'all. So we have tapered the pants. Now that the pant is tapered, we've sewn it completely. One or two things need to take place. One, you take the old seam loose, or you don't. Now, this particular customer said he did not want his pant to be too tight, but I almost feel like this isn't going to be tight enough. Just looking at it. But you know what? He has to come back to try it on again. So there you go. There you have it. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to do our hem now. So, yeah. We're going to turn these pants inside out again because we're going to focus on the hem so that when he comes back to try it on, he can get that done. Yapper dapper. Yapper dapper. Yapper dapper. Yapper dapper. This might actually work the way it is, I think. I think they might be satisfied. I think they'll be satisfied. I don't know, but I only hope so, right? Is I have enough battery on this camera? Yeah. 2.5 seconds. Everything is 2.5 seconds. I want to know if I can go. Yeah. Have a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. Yes. Don't ask me why. I just know I do. So, Alexa, what song is this? Alexa, play Symphony by Switch. All right, I think we have some betterness going on now. Okay, so what are we getting ready to do again? The hem of the pant. I left my water at a store that I was at earlier today. Yeah, these suckers are too long. I'll be 100% honest when it comes to I swear this thing keeps getting pushed back more and more. I swear. Every time I feel like this little clothing rack that's in front of me is always pushed back further than what it was originally. Okay. So we're getting ready to do our cut off for our hem of our pant. Alexa, volume 5. Yeah, we're gonna cut that off and cut that off. Okay, so right quick, because I have my markings of where I need to sew, we're going to take some pinkish shear scissors right here, pinkish shear scissors, and we're gonna cut this off because we don't need it. What you need is about 2 inches from your hem line, which is what I have. Eventually, I have to gosh, I'm just thinking about how much work I have, y'all. Alrighty. It's cool. Okay, so you see this a little uneven. We'll fix that because we're going to turn it up under. I could have taken the original hem out, but I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. And we're going to cut this one off as well. This piece. Okay. So there's that. Now when it comes to hemming this pant, what you're going to do is real simple. Real simple. Seeing how we still have not taken the inside seam loose out as a precaution for the customer, just in case they don't like the taper or they need the taper taken in more. After his second fitting, we can be sure to confirm, and then we can take those loose. But as of right now, we're just going to take the pant that we have, and we have our markings for our hemline, and you're going to turn it under. Turning it under. You turn it under just like that. Now, because I don't have a hemmer, it's a type of machine that you can use to hem. We are going to do a thin hem on these pants. And that is, after you turn it under to the hemline you need it to be at, you then take it and you turn it under once more within itself. Does that make sense? I'll show you over here. I take the inside there and I'm turning it under while it's still folded under. Does that make sense? See? I hope so. I have other videos of me doing hems, so that should work. Okie dokie. So we're going to sew this. And I have a reservation about sewing it. I'm not going to sew it, guys. We are going to do something called hem tape. Yeah, we'll do hem tape instead. I mean stitch witchery. We'll do stitch witchery on here instead. But what we can do is tack it in the side seam. Yeah, we can tack it in the side seam and do hem tape because we don't have a hemmer. And I know that if I put this line on here, it's going to change the aesthetic of this pant. Yeah, it will change the aesthetic of the pant. And I don't want that. I don't want that. We want just a plain straight leg hem. Yeah. So we will tack it in the seam, and that is all we'll do. Yeah, we're gonna tack this in the seam just here. Alrighty. And we'll repeat that on the other side of the pant leg. You ever do something and then you're just like tired from it? When it comes to alterations, I'll be 100% honest. It's a lot of like everything you can say is mental, like, but you have to think about what you're doing so that it can come out and the end result accurately as possible. And you have that like sigh of relief versus sigh of frustration or irritation. Okay, so we have that in place and we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait for the rest of that. I'm hungry, ever so slightly. But I think I have a customer coming in. Just when I don't feel like it. Hey y'all, hey. Okay, just have to do the other leg and then we are finished with this alteration and we are going to come back later with a different video. So again, you are turning the pant leg under like so for where your hemline is at, and then you are folding that inside hem, the edges under. Fold them under, keeping your same hemline marking. It's all very much so doable. Okay, and that is that, ladies and gentlemen. That is that. And then they will press this sucker down, and we are finished. That's that. We're done. Thank you for watching. We have finished the hem. Okay, so the reason I did it like this is because I don't want to mess with the design aesthetic of the pant. The design aesthetic for this pant is not where you have a visible seam right here and at the hemline. So I only stitched it in the side seams instead, and then I'm going to just go ahead and put a stitch witchery and press it, a nice firm press with stitch witchery, and that'll give us what we're looking for as far as what this customer is trying to acquire. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the other videos. If you have a question of something that you want to see how to do, please do ask, because I don't know what it is you're trying to figure out or do. And as long as I'm able, I will make sure that I can help you. Until next time, have a blessed day. See you soon. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah.